Hello, hello, people! Yet again, this is Venom Dark, aka onsokumaru. Now, there was one little thing I kind of forgot to talk about. Now, a lot of you that really honestly know us, know that we technically can technically go out of other dimensions, pretty much. Now, this is this is just Bugsy's story of how he went to mobius. Now, this, my children. Now, I haven't really. Now, some people ask me about that, and personally, I don't really like to talk about this because this is Bugsy stuff, and it's really I shouldn't even try to talk about this stuff. But a lot of you seem very keen on wanting to know, and though I think half of you probably wouldn't believe this anyway, but hey, yeah, you're watching it, so hey, I must be entertaining you somehow. But if you know, so but I'll tell you this little story anyway. So, okay, this is and for all the logical people that are gonna poke holes out of this, get out of this freaking video. I'm only gonna tell you this once. If you want to listen to this story, cool. If you want to poke all kind of logical holes out of this, you know, get out now. For those of you that just want to, if you guys just feel like that, but you want to hear it anyway, okay, just let me entertain you a little bit. Okay, so, so, okay, so, you all know the story. Bugsy left her home planet Vegeta, and to find other little things. And this is like when Bugsy was, we were all the same age, but we were 12, I think 13, me and Bugsy, and Bugsy. Okay, so we were trying to get to, basically Earth. Now, this is where it gets a little weird and convoluted. Now, this story, this is all about Bugsy. I do some things that are interesting throughout this whole course of this story, but nothing too big. That's that's basically. But it was the moment I actually kind of found, well, basically found, basically how I was. But that's not important. That's not this. This isn't about me. Okay, so, so we actually crash land on Mobius through a wormhole. Now this really, for some of you that think it's far-fetched, I don't blame you. But anyways, so how it goes. So Bugsy and I kind of crash land on Mobius, and if you ever played Kingdom Hearts, we when we enter dimensions, sometimes we'll change forms, and let's just say me and Bugsy, I was a fox and Bugsy was a hedgehog. Hence, hence hence the whole Bugsy the Hedgehog thing. If you think you got that from something else, you don't know. You don't know because Bugsy doesn't tell Bugsy don't tell this story, but I do sometimes for people that want to listen. So okay, so Bugsy, Bugsy, I would say me and Bugsy didn't have amnesia, so we kind of didn't know. We didn't full on know who we were. We knew that we were brothers. That will always stay with us, no matter if we get knocked on the head or anything. We'll still remember that we're brothers, and we still basically remembered our names. So, anyways, so we're walking around. We see some SWAT bots, and they see us, and they're like, they're afraid of, they're catching us. And Bugsy has always been like a fast runner. but in this world, he's faster. He peeled out the paint of most things, and it was just awesome. So as Bugsy and I run from the swamp bots, we notice a blue hedgehog. Now, a lot of other people from different dimensions assume that this Mobius that we were on was the anti-Mobius. People, if you understand the multiverse theory, there's an infinite number of universes with their own Mobius. And yes, the anti-Mobius is one of the logical ones, but there actually is another one where Bugsy and I aren't there, where Sonic isn't evil. He's like how he is in the show. So I don't know. A lot of you assume that, and there's an infinite number of universes. A lot of universes we actually went to, but that's not about them either. So Bugsy, I mean, we didn't know we didn't know we didn't know technically actually who we technically were. So this the Sir Charles of that world kind of took us both in, and I guess I wouldn't say legally adopted us like there was an adoption paper or anything, but we were sort of like his sons, because basically Sir Charles of that universe, he didn't have any kids. I guess that's the same for everything else. Every other Sonic show you would ever probably watch, and he's in it, you don't see him have kids and whatnot. So, we were pretty smart. Bugsy would build mostly anything out of any spare part you can actually find. He'd build quite a lot of these. He'd build little rollouts and whatnot. Swear to God. And he found, and and after a while, we found ourselves actually helping out the freedom fighters. But now, Bugsy would never openly admit this. But since Bugsy is not here, because it took this is actually I actually did this later after you've seen my new onsokumaru blogs. So this is like something extra, but Bugsy will never openly admit this, but he did, and I'll repeat this. He did have a crush on Sally. He'll never say that to Sonic of that universe that he was, but he was. He was, and it's really just freaking funny how it just is. And by the way, I'm just gonna talk in this voice now. But anyways, so every time Bugsy would make something or calculate something, oh no, Sally would say like, that's ingenious, or that's actually pretty cool. Bugsy would actually think of most of the strategies that the freedom fighters would go on, and since even when I was 13, I actually sorry, I keep switching to my Phantom Dark voice, but even when I was 13, I actually knew how to control guns. I mean, seriously, I was still pretty good, but since they all had with lasers and stuff, I just kind of followed suit and taught most of the freedom fighters how to shoot. Now, Antoine and Bugsy were, in a sense, best friends, and granted that Antoine is in a coma now, Bugsy still goes by and visits him every now and again. He really worries about that, though. I'm not gonna even lie, he worries. He goes there And he talks to him, hoping he kind of one day opens his eyes. But he, it's that's another story though. So Bugsy would go on missions with Sonic. Sonic and him weren't really like I said, we were kind of sort of adopted, and Sonic and Bugsy would always have this little back and forth, like they were actual brothers. And you guys may be saying, Ani, did you ever feel jealous about that? No, no, because we had amnesia, and we didn't know we had any other brothers than us two, so I kind of enjoyed the third brother that we didn't think we had. So, I'm sitting there. I'm watching these guys go. I see a few SWAT bots. I shoot them in the most quietest way imaginable. And Bugsy and Sonic they're still doing their thing. Stopping SWAT bots. Bugsy made a virus. And, he implements that in Sonic Freedom Fighters because he wants to put that in there. But anyways, he puts the little virus in. They give him all the information of all Robotnik's current plans, and Bugsy be off. Sonic and Bugsy be off, and I'd be flying right by them, just going like, oh dang, that was fast. And Bugsy, but Sonic kind of caught on to the whole fact that Bugsy and Sally were kind of a thing. See, and even then, if I go back to that universe, if Sally would never even admit it, but they were into each other. I ain't even gonna lie. Um, you know, but Bugsy noticed that Sonic did in fact love Sally, and Bugsy did the honorable thing and backed away a little bit, let Sonic have a little bit of the spotlight. I don't even know if Sonic even knows what Bugsy did, but it was pretty noble of him. And Bugsy after that little thing, he actually did hook up with Bunny Robot, and my friends, did get anything, but that's neither here nor there. But Rotor did grace me with a laser cannon. And this was a long time ago, but I still have that laser cannon in my closet. And you guys may be wondering, onsokumaru, dude, you go a little crazy with the guns. Hey, some of them I use for mementos. But anyways, so Bugsy and I were there roughly like 4 or 5 years, basically. And we'd help Sonic, we help all the freedom fighters, we meet some of the freedom fighters we didn't know about. And then came the day where me and Bugsy and I remembered who we were. And this was after Project Doomsday. And Bugsy found, knew what he was, and so did I. And we're actually going to Earth again. We found our old ship. Bugsy patched it up as awesome as he could, because now he still knew how to build and repair stuff. And I was like, yeah, Bugsy, light this candle. We're getting out of here, and we say goodbye to everybody. We said goodbye to everybody. Bugsy and Bunny were like, well, goodbye. Bunny actually fell for Antoine a little bit later. Bugsy kept coming back periodically, and he found that out. But when Bugsy was going to the ship, he looked at Sally. Sally looked at him, and there was I don't know, because back then I couldn't read his mind, but I feel as if they were kind of saying goodbye in their own little way. Bugsy would never, like I said, Bugsy would never openly admit that him and Sally were ever truly an item, but oh man, I have so many stories about that, and this is just like a condensed version because we did like a lot of stuff, and it's so lengthy. And you guys realize this? He's not putting me in Sonic Freedom Fighters. I mean, god dang, I was important when we were actually doing this stuff, and God, and by God as my witness, I'm going to get in that thing. Probably as a different character, but I'm going to get into it. Because freak, I was there for the original stuff. Okay. um, and you're probably wondering, like, does Bugsy know about the stuff that that goes on in the comic? You know what's weird about going to an alternate universe? In this universe, Sonic is nothing more than a comic, and Bugsy still reads the comic because what happens in the comic when you get it happens in that universe. So, yeah, Bugsy knows about the roboticization of Sally and all the other stuff. And frequently he comes, helps Sonic wherever he needs, and off to his merry way. Like, and I guess like Monkey Kong, he still has a little something for that Sally in that universe. I mean, we met a lot of different Sallys in our little interdimensional travels. Some a little bit wired up like a certain vampire that a certain someone is married to. But the thing about this Sally that we knew, she was, oh yeah, she could get a little bit crazy herself, but it was only out of concern for other people and what have you. Now, Bugsy, I mean, now, and that Sally was sweet, kind, honest. And when Bugsy got drunk this one time, he actually said she was actually pretty beautiful and somewhat sexy. And now the other stuff I can't really repeat to you because, let's just say, none of what you hear in that is kid appropriate. Just the beautiful and sexy thing is the beautiful and sexy thing is the only thing I'm actually truly going to say. I swear to God, I swear to God. But Bugsy, never forgot his little trip to Mobius. And I never forgot either. Me and Rhoda were pretty tight as best friends, and Bugsy even helped Tails, to be a little bit stronger. I think that's whenever he goes to see the other versions of Tails, he feels bad for the EXE Tails because, well, if you know Sonic EXE, you don't really need me to tell you what that's all about. But, yeah. So he feels kind of close to any other version of Tails. And in some ways, he feels close to any other version of Sonic he talks to and goes when he's out and about in other dimensions. He feels like they're his brothers in a way, but not the EXE Sonic. He's freaking insane and sadistic. And oh yeah, but the Sonic he knew was actually, when he turned super, it's actually like the Fleetway comic. Imagine that. So, but I think Bugsy should tell you that story. He worries about that Sonic a lot, but lately when Sonic goes super now, he doesn't really revert into Fleetway Sonic. I swear to God, when you see those red eyes and Sonic's laughing maniacally as ever-loving crap, honestly, tell me you wouldn't get scared of that. Tell me, it's ugh, I swear to God, me and Bugsy always had nightmares about that. Bugsy made sure that if Sonic ever went Fleetway like that again, he'd be able to stop him. All he's done though is put like a mental block in Sonic's mind, making sure that Fleetway Sonic never escapes. And I swear to you people, you don't know crap about that evil Fleetway Supersonic until you actually fight it. Oh God. You think Carnage is bad? Oh Jesus. You have no idea about freaking Fleetway Supersonic. Oh Jesus. Even talking about it sometimes gives me the chills like now. I swear. But tomorrow we probably won't be doing videos, but I felt like this story needed to be told, and I pretty much told it in the most condensed way possible. So, this is onsokumaru, signing off. If you want to talk to me about any more stories, just hit us up on the Twitter. And if you're on a Twitter, send us a little message. But just type, if you want to talk to Bugsy, just type it like you're say Bugsy, this and this. If you're talking to me, either dark, such and, just say dark, do you know such and such such, or Ani, do you know this and this and this, and also, I'll tell you this one last little thing. You know how I said there's alternate dimensions and different Mobiuses and every little thing? There's actually one Bugsy in one universe of Mobius that's actually married to Sally. I don't know, I think Bugsy at one point dreamed about that, and that world is now in existence. I mean, but hey, that's just, you can take this story you can take it or leave it with this story, but I'll never forget it, and neither will Bugsy. And also, I'm just saying, this is onsokumaru signing off. I hope you enjoyed this other little piece of onsokumaru blogs. I'm probably not even gonna call it this when I upload it. It's probably just gonna be called Bugsy's Mobius Stories, as narrated by me, or something like that. I swear, you guys only know a little bit about Bugsy. If you knew everything, you'd blow up. You'd blow up because you don't know multiple information. Countless times Bugsy's died and seriously come back from the dead, and numerous times where Bugsy's was a villain at some point. Well, actually, not really a villain. I mean, I don't think you'd call whatever Bugsy did as a villain. I mean, I think he'd be more of a task force for annoying chicks. You know what I mean? He was a task force for annoying chicks that would do his bidding, but do it messed up. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you deserve a cookie. See you guys later. This is onsokumaru telling you see you later. And probably see you New Year's Day, because that's when I'm going to be doing more. That's when we're all going to be doing more videos. So see you then. See ya. This is onsokumaru telling you again, but telling you this is my own little thing. Live long, have fun, and rock it up. And live long, have fun, and enjoy life. Because seriously, just enjoy life. That's all I gotta say. See you later. Bye.